Angry Video Game Nerd released a new video about TimeCop. I don't know if TimeCop is based on the movie TimeCop, but that's why I clicked it. Also, it's Angry Video Game Nerd. I want to watch all the Angry Video Game Nerd videos again, as many as I can at least. But if it's anything like the movie, I'll probably think it's bad and like it. But I don't think so. I think it's just going to be straight up bad. Oh, okay, there we go.
Hey, have you ever gotten to the end of a really long day, or
Cook
in my
Unity.
case, a lot of
Oh
times
man,
working on a video,
that looks good.
had to stop and probably got chef
For
Yeah,
Cook
whatever.
Unity needs, your door also love to heat up something. See ya. Very good. To get 50% off your below and use code CINEMATIC.
You know, I've always wanted to get one of these food subscription boxes. The food always looks so good.
Again, get 50% off using the.
Late into the 80s, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone were still the undisputed action movie champions of the world. After almost a decade of Rockies, Rambos, and Conan the Barbarians, it didn't seem like anyone would ever topple them from their testosterone-fueled thrones. That's at least until Jean-Claude Van Damme starred in 1988's Bloodsport and shook up the
Dude, the 80s with their action movies was so good.
scene with some of the most incredible martial arts moves ever. And some of the most brutal scenes in one too, for that matter. With classics like Kickboxer, Death Warrant, Universal Soldier, Hard Target, and yes,
I think I've seen all of those.
even Street Fighter under his belt, Van
I like Street Fighter.
Damme built up an iconic library of martial arts and action films over the years. One of these movies was 1994's TimeCop.
Yeah, I did see this movie.
Are we gonna blast to the past?
What is this, Kung Fury?
Jean-Claude plays Max Walker, a man who loses everything, so he joins the Time Enforcement Commission, or TEC for short, a time travel
Oh man, I want to watch this again. It's been years.
police force that punishes
I think I watched it on Sci-Fi on cable when we had cable, like, I don't know, 2016?
criminals who go back in time to enrich their future.
Or it was Dish Network.
It's basically Back to the Future 2, but with badass fight scenes and over-the-top gore.
Yeah!
Have a nice day.
Fatality.
Yep. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Walker goes after a corrupt U.S. senator who's making himself rich and powerful by changing the past.
Same matter, Ken.
By the way, this video is not about the TimeCop movie. It is about TimeCop Super Nintendo.
Occupy the same space.
The movie is mostly Van Damme fighting bad guys in boo-haunted houses, and it is technically a Halloween movie if you look at the decorations in the background.
Really?
It's more about Senate committees than cool time travel. At the end, he stops the senator by working with his past self and forcing two pieces of the same matter to occupy the same space. The movie made
That is
over
crazy.
$100 million at the box office and is Jean-Claude Van Damme's highest grossing film of the time. So a
Okay.
video game based on it must have been a no-brainer. They asked Van Damme to be in the game for the digitization.
Yeah, no. The good thing that he has got no part in any of this shit. That's what I'm guessing, at least.
But this is what he said.
Read it.
Developed by French Cryo Interactive, the game came out in April '95 in the US.
Movie games don't always suck, especially nowadays. A lot of my favorite games are movie games. Like, I don't know. Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events. That's a pretty good game.
Unfortunately, that was 7 months after the movie debuted in theaters and several months after the VHS tape had hit store shelves.
That's not really a new game, though. That's a really, really old game.
Timely. They couldn't plan the game's release a little closer to either of those dates?
Well, who am I to judge? It came out 30 years ago, and I'm only just reviewing it today. And it's even been 20 years since the game's future date. The first level takes place in 2005. Wow, you know you're feeling old when the future was so long ago.
The game begins with a lengthy
Dude, I'm probably going to be alive in 2077. I'm going to feel so old. because of Cyberpunk. I'll probably still be playing Cyberpunk 2077.
Opening text crawl crammed into the lower third of the screen. Also, they could put in a crappy-looking movie still above it. Whose idea was this?
You look like shit to me.
It's not even that recognizable of an image. It's just a random shot of the security monitors from TEC headquarters. Imagine if they did this in Super Star Wars. Just stuff the opening crawl under a picture of Mos Eisley. The opening quickly recaps the events of the movie and then goes on to explain that the game is actually a sequel to it. The chronologically confused hairs on the back of my scrotum are standing at full attention now, because I gotta ask, why wasn't this game called TimeCop 2?
Maybe it was meant to be a movie instead. A movie that sucked so hard the studio used time travel to wipe it from existence, so it appeared as a game instead. The only problem with that, there actually was TimeCop 2, the Berlin decision. So too bad that wipes out a potentially good plot device for this episode.
I didn't know that was a thing.
To make things even more confusing, the cover is illustrated like a comic book. After all,
So I'm gonna have to watch TimeCop and TimeCop 2.
TimeCop began as a comic, so is it trying to be a sequel
Didn't
to
know
the
that.
movie or the comic?
Yep, well, yep, okay.
Anyway,
Both?
the main villain is Professor Kleindost. But hang on, let's stop for a moment and look at this goofball.
need to
I
explain.
like him.
Dr. Kleindost in the movie was a character that was only mentioned in expositional dialogue. He never actually appeared on screen.
So this is not a screenshot. They got a fresh actor for the game, and this is
That's
the
kind of
face he
crazy,
made.
though.
What did they say to the guy? What did they give him to invoke that kind of reaction? He even laughs on the
Look like a crazy inventor guy.
game over screen like a lunatic.
Yep.
Were they aware of the semi-serious tone of the movie? This guy doesn't fit at
They probably didn't even watch the movie. That's how it goes nowadays.
all. Could you imagine?
They'll make new sequels and new adaptations to things, and they're like, I wasn't really a fan of the original. I just kind of looked at what it was about and remade my own thing. I'm looking at you, The Last of Us.
Him being in the movie? It would be like in the original Star Wars. You know how you never see the Emperor?
Also, the Halo TV show.
Well, imagine if you did, but he comes out wearing Groucho Marx glasses. This entire opening sequence takes a minute and a half to scroll by, and my only takeaway from the whole thing are the spelling mistakes. Kleindost was the only person to conceive time scan? Conceive? Are you sure you don't mean deceive?
Or hey, what do I know? Maybe he has the technology to give birth to a machine in the far-flung future of 2005.
Wait a minute. Let the duel begins? Did anyone proofread this piece of shit? All right, enough of this. Let's just play the Van Damme game already.
I bet they probably had the one guy that kind of spoke English to do this, and they're like, it looks like English.
FBI.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Well, now we're in deep shit.
It's like got that real photo thing going on that Mortal Kombat does.
Refer to this as the Mortal Kombat look.
Yeah.
And it's never a good sign. The odds of a game being good with this art style without the accompaniment of the words Mortal Kombat or Jackie Chan and Fists of Fire range from pretty fucking slim to not a snowball's chance in hell.
I never played that one.
Batman Forever was an omen. Now the character kinda looks like Van Damme if I take my glasses off and squint hard enough. But who am I kidding? It's barely a likeness at best. They did try to at least match some of Van Damme's martial arts moves, like a leg sweep, the flying jump kick, which is a one-hit kill for most enemies in the game, and
Why does he jump like that?
his ability to jump 6 feet in the air. They also give you a gun, so just use that instead. Well, until you run out of bullets at least. Speaking of which, the moves are so slow that whenever I engage with an enemy, 9 times out of 10, I get hit, unless I use the leg sweep. Yeah, it's cheap and I don't feel good about it, but it's reliable. It's kind of like spamming the leg sweep in Kung Fu on NES. Or sometimes I just try my luck and jump over them.
This is just Kung Fu 2 or Super Kung Fu.
You can kick a robot Gatling gun to death, so I can only imagine his legs are made of solid steel. That or steel-toed boots. I mean, look at him obliterate this probe droid. Van Damme! You have a bomb that wipes out everybody on screen, but it's too slow. I still get hit. So what's the point? I will say, this game has some pretty cool music. But why do I keep hearing FBI?
FBI. Get on it.
Wow.
Yeah, they probably just have had a sound pack and it was like law enforcement. There you go. And just slap that on there. And it was just about FBI.
Real catchy hook. FBI? Yeah, put that over some club music. The layout is like a maze with no clear indication of where to go. Anytime I reach the edge of the screen, it's always a dead end.
Is this made by Japanese people? Because it kind of seems like it was made by Japanese people for the American market, just to make a quick buck.
God fucking Van Damme! And there's always doors in the background just for decoration. You think you could go in there. I mean, they open and close, but you still can't go in. The worst part of all, there's a time limit.
Dude, games with time limits, get the fuck out of here with that. Why did game developers ever think that was a good idea? I'm so glad we got rid of that.
Cop? More like not enough time, cop. And according to the manual, you can only spend so much time in one sector before disintegration.
Wow, talk about a raw deal. I mean, you get sent back in time, but then you have to rush, and any deviation from your mission will result in your instant death. I mean, do you think maybe you could send me back in time just a little further?
To play some shitty games that suck ass?
Please?
Thankfully, they have clocks you can pick up that give you bonus time. Yeah, like Back to the Future. Yippee. How about just don't
Or like Resident Evil Mercenaries? That's probably the best time running out mechanic.
have a time limit. Then we come
And that's
to
not main game.
the underwater stage, my favorite. Why do so many games have to have one of these? Ninja Turtles, Goonies 2, A Boy and His Blob, Earthworm Jim, Gex, the list goes on. But this underwater stage takes place in 1945,
San Andreas? Like GTA?
if you care. I like the ripple effect in the graphics. That is a cool detail. And like I said, the music is kinda rocking.
This does look really cool. But it definitely looks like that it plays like shit. Maybe we should get a remake of this.
But why can't I duck?
Tommy, whoa. It ain't no law to duck.
Is there some law against ducking underwater? He just stands up tall, making himself a big target, and even jumps from a standstill. This makes it extremely hard to get by all the octopuses. Yeah, I mean, do you think there's enough octopuses here? There's even a giant one at the end of the level. Well, if you ever wanted a game where Van Damme's fighting octopuses in 1945, then this is the game for you.
Underwater? What does this have to do with TimeCop?
Now I'm in a fucking submersible of some kind, and the game's turned into a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up.
What the
I
fuck?
don't mind a little variety, but just
They didn't know what they were doing. It just reeks of bad movie game.
look at this thing. How in the hell am I supposed to...
This is the kind of energy that went off into the early 2000s with movie games. A lot of movie games are great though. I think Robots was good. I downloaded it. I'm probably going to try it out at some point because I don't remember.
dodge anything when this takes up half the screen? Next is Wall Street, 1929. And I'm getting shot at the second it starts. What the fuck? Gangsters are dancing down the street, shooting at me. They're hanging out of cars, hanging out of windows, and while there's catchy, upbeat ragtime jazz playing in the background. Almost as if in unison with the sound of bullets riddling my fucking body. These motherfuckers in the windows are the worst and are practically impossible to avoid. You can hear them shooting before you see them on screen, so you'd think it'd be simple. But every time without fail, as soon as I move far enough to the right to make them appear, these window fuckers shoot my body full of holes like Swiss cheese. Fuck!
Oh, fucking shit.
See, I'm glad AVGN plays games like these and I watch his videos and it just informs me on old retro games to not play. Because I love retro games. I love the NES era. I love the DOS era. And I'm not going to play this game. And I probably would have accidentally played this game if not for this AVGN video. And I'm glad for it. So thank you for your service, Angry Video Game Nerd. For playing the shitty games that suck ass. So I don't have to. Most of the time. Sometimes I still play shitty games that suck ass.
God damn, Van Damme! Come on!
The most frustrating part is that I've actually avoided their hail of bullets before, so I know it's doable. Instead, it's just one constant piss stream of white-hot lead to the face. There's also the never-ending threat of a jerk-off driving across the screen taking pot shots every 5 seconds. A drive-by, if you will. By the way, can anyone tell me where to find a drugstore and a newsstand? Oh, that's right, they're on every fucking block. That's convenient. At the end of the level, you fight a robot that mysteriously resembles Rob. This never happened in the movie, and why didn't it? That would have been awesome. So
Right?
naturally, I proceeded to beat...
I like Rob the Robot. He was one of my favorite characters in Super Smash Brothers. I don't remember which one. Was it Brawl? I think that was the Wii one. Whichever one had Rob in it.
the ever-loving crap out of that robo-fuckazoid piece of shit until it explodes. Level 4, German. Not Germany, just German. The typos never end. Kleindost is working with the Nazis now and has given them advanced modern weaponry, or weaponly, if you go by the game.
Okay, so this guy definitely looks like he's Japanese. I straight up think this was made by Japanese people.
Given them advanced modern weaponry, or weaponly, if you go by the game. Seriously, did nobody proofread this? And where are these so-called advanced modern weapons? I'm expecting laser beams or overpowered machine guns like the movie's opening scene when the time traveler kills all those Confederate soldiers. No, the soldiers just stop and fire their Lugers at me, like every other enemy. Nothing special about that at all. Other enemies in the stage include mortars, boulders, and barbed wire. Wow, I never thought we could top bats, spiders, and snakes for the most uninspired enemies in video game history. But TimeCop might have done it. The boss of the level is a
I really like the way it looks, damn it. Because that's a cool looking tank. If this was like an RPG or something, where you didn't have to run around and actually hit stuff, if it was like Chrono Trigger, it'd probably be fucking great. And it would have been easy just to do that.
screen covering tank. Again, not advanced modern technology. I can't even tell if I'm doing any damage to this thing, but I unload every bullet I have into it until it ends. The next few levels are all more the same. Beating up bad guys, destroying robots.
It initially looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of RoboCop and the Terminator games.
Spots, getting lost until the time limit kills you, and then eventually finding the stage exit. Mind you, you only get 2 continues in this game, so you don't want to fuck up too much.
That's insane.
In the final stage, you confront Dr. Kleindost. Suddenly I'm having flashbacks to the Rocketeer for some reason. I wonder why.
It's funny how he went to San Andreas and he was underwater and now he's got a jetpack. Wonder if Rockstar stole their ideas from TimeCop.
Must be the shitty controls. Can't think anything else it could be. Oh, that's right, the fucking jetpack.
There were games that did this kind of thing better, like Rampage.
Like many games with a jetpack, the developers decide to emulate the weightlessness of flying by adding a lot of floatiness to your character's movement. So now, any press of the button makes Walker speed across the screen, usually right into danger. The entire stage is covered with landmines, or should I call them air mines? Floaters?
I think this was probably supposed to be a water level, and then they just changed it because they look like those water mines.
Either way, you want to avoid crashing into them until you get to Kleindost, and we sure as shit don't want to restart the entire game over again at this point over something that stupid. Well, when you finally do get to Kleindost, the bastard flies away right off the damn screen. How the hell am I supposed to hit him if he won't come back? Now, a lot of games have this problem, but Jesus Christ, does this one in particular rub my rhubarb the wrong way. It's the final boss, and he's hiding outside the bounds of the stage, mocking me.
This guy's laughed at me enough. He's not gonna break my spirit. I'm gonna blow him out of the air and end this piece of shit. Fucking asshole.
I believe in you. You can do it.
After landing the final shot, he explodes, and then, after all that, the screen goes black. Kleindost slowly enters the frame, he laughs, and then his body flattens in on itself, and he explodes. Cut to credits. No congratulations, no thank you, no pomp and circumstance, not even a quick pat on the ass on your way out the door. Nothing. They just dump you into the end credits and leave you with a cold, dead feeling inside of you as the game's parting words spin towards you. The end.
What the fuck? What was that game even? It was just a bunch of lackluster experiences slapped together. That wasn't no TimeCop.
Is that a D or a P?
The end.
Well, Jean-Claude goddamn Van Damme! This game fucking sucks. I wish I never played it, and I'm gonna make sure I never did. Well, who am I to judge? The game came out 30 years ago, and I'm only just
Slap him.
reviewing it today. And
Bring back the werewolf.
it's been even 20 years since the game's future date. The first level takes place in 2005. Wow. You know you're feeling old when the future was so long ago.
Oh,
Are they going to combine and become one fucked up angry video game nerd organism?
I get it. Let's destroy the game.
The same matter cannot occupy the same space at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah, you're getting time fucked, bitch. Yeah, how do you like that game?
what's it going to become?
Oh shit.
Oh, they are going to combine. Yep, that wasn't a good idea. Okay. No more AVGN? What's with angry video game nerd dying in the past couple episodes? I hope we keep up with this energy, with this South Park Kenny energy, where he just keeps dying. Yeah, the angry video game nerd.
Angry Video Game Nerd.
Video game.
8-bit. An all-new video game that'll take you back to the past like never before.
This game sucks.
Just the way I like it. Jump and shoot your way through levels full of familiar enemies, power-ups, and discover alternate routes on your way to every boss. Only this time with top-notch live-action cutscenes throughout.
Oh,
that
I love
make
it.
Feel like you're playing an actual episode of the show.
I'm gonna play a good game for once.
Pre-orders are open now through December 7th at Limited Run Games for the physical editions of AVGN 8-bit. You can grab the modern retro version on Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 5
Whoa.
and the actual retro version.
It's actually on the Switch? That's crazy. Angry Video Game Nerd has a video game on the Switch.
Made just for the NES in a classic
It fits on the NES. That's fucking cool. That's the one that I want. I want that version.
gray cartridge.
Let's pop this in.
The NES edition comes with some goodies too, like a box, manual illustrated by Mike Matei, dust sleeve, and double-sided poster. You can get as many modern
I just followed Mike Matei on X today because he said something about AVGN not getting recognition as really the guy who started the gaming culture on YouTube.
and gray cartridges as you like, but there are a few limited NES colors. 500 copies of the legendary Gold Edition sold out in just 1 hour.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say I don't think I'm getting any of those special ones.
there's still time to grab Nerd Rage Red, the perfect match for the fury I feel playing crappy games.
What were they thinking?
Or Super Mecha Baddie Blue, inspired by the sinister
That one's really cool. I like that.
glow of the possessed NES from my game's live-action cutscenes. These colors are going fast, so get your orders in before December 7th, because once this run is gone, it's gone forever.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get one of those because I don't have the money for it. But that'd be so fucking cool if I could get that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching some more AVGN videos. I'm probably gonna skip a few days before I watch another one. Before I watch a couple of them, there's a couple I want to get back to watching the ones where it all started, man.